I became deathly sick. And in the middle of the night, the Lord took me out of my body, and I was in a strange place. With the Lord was kind of hiding it for me for many years to protect me. But I was in hell, and I was in my spirit. And I remember in my spirit body, there's no fear or nothing, but I was in a deep, dark cavern, flying along at tremendous speed. And as I was going along this deep, dark cavern, I could see embedded in the cavern were jail cells, but I didn't see any lost souls or anything like that. I never saw any fire or flames. I know God was protecting me at such a young age from being truly tormented. And so as my spirit flew along, I came to another section, and looking down into the earth, I saw this big black giant mass in the ground. And it was, I would say, half of it was embedded in the earth, and the other half was above the earth. Huge thing. It looked like the size of a football field. And after that, the Lord put me back in my body, and I woke up the next morning. Well, I was the last one in the line. My grandfather was next to me, and he touched and prayed for my step-grandfather. He went out. When he came to me, as soon as he touched me, I was out of body, and I was in a sea of light. When I was standing in this sea of light, it's hard to explain, but the light, it was alive, and it was pulsating and vibrating with energy. Blinding light, but even though this was blinding light, it didn't blind me. It didn't hurt my eyes. And I just knew instantly in my spirit, I said, if I'm able to like just walk through this light, I'd be in presence of God. So it was just a short but beautiful experience. Moments after that, then I had found myself back in my body, paralyzed on the ground, unable to move, but perfect bliss. So that was my second experience.
So in this experience, you were also a child, but you were able to experience the opposite.
The opposite, yes, one extreme to the other, for sure.
I'm sure you much preferred this one.
Very much so. Perfect peace. And not only was I in this sea of light, I can't put it into human words, but I was like part of the light. I was still me, but I was part of the light, and I don't have words to put it into, unfortunately.
Yes. And did you get the feeling that you didn't want to leave? I know that's a lot of people's experiences. Or were you sad when you came back?
I didn't. And it's funny, when I realized I was back in my body, I was actually in perfect peace on the floor, paralyzed, unable to open my eyes or move. But it was a wonderful experience.
That's awesome. So where do you think, Randy, you experienced both of these encounters at such a young age?
Well, I think in part, I know ultimately God will tell me, and God is sovereign in his ways, and I'll have the answer one day. But God knows everything, future, present, past. So I believe he was preparing me, things to come to me in the future. And also maybe one day, I believe that maybe my experiences, I believe I'm led to, share my experiences with others, that we overcome the enemy by the word and our testimony. And I eventually fell asleep and went to bed and fell asleep. And then in the middle of the night, I died and I left my body. My heart stopped. So my next moment of consciousness, I'm in hell. And I'm standing in a lake of flames. I'm in a part of hell where there's different pits. So I'm in this pit with this roaring fire. And the thing about hell, I knew I was there, and I knew what brought me there. not only could I see, but I could also hear, and the roar of the fire was deafening. If you was to hear it with human ears, it would burst your eardrums. This deafening roar of the fire. And I said, I'm too late, to myself. I knew where I was at, and I knew what brought me there. And when I said I'm too late, I knew it was too late to repent. So as this is going on, I looked across to this other pit, and there was this large demon there. And I felt he was assigned to me. I don't know how to explain it, but he felt like a pit boss, like he was in charge of that area of hell. So I didn't feel any flames. God supernaturally protected me from the heat and the pain at this. But I saw this demon, and his and our eyes connected, and I could almost, my eyes could telescope in, and we locked eyes. And in that moment of absolute terror, I knew I was done for.